PIKA 2.1 is here. Crystal clear 1080p resolution, sharp details, seamless motion, lifelike human characters, and more. But is it actually as good as they advertise? Let's take a quick look at PIKA and then take a quick look at what others have generated with it and how you can get access to it as well. So the actual trailer of PIKA here looks like this. Let's take a look together. So you can kind of see right away that PIKA does have quite nice facial construction here. And that's one of the things that we actually got with the 2.0, that was actually able to generate the faces quite well. And yeah, I do have to say that this is pretty crystal clear. Here as well, seeing all the feathers together. This is the main shot that I don't like as much. Yeah, here as well, you get that really crispy AI motion of the hands. And yeah, look at the legs here. That's such a Luma generation. Oh my goodness.
That's like typical, like those examples are like typical PIKA videos. And
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I feel like not much, except for the video quality, not much has changed at all in
Yeah,
terms
they
of
still
the
have
quality
that.
of generations.
They still have
If I
that really
compare it,
morphy legs and
yeah,
arms and walking and stuff.
yeah, the specific kind of, you know, the movement and the look of characters and people is so very like still specific. If I compare those two videos from Runway or Sora even, right, and just, you know, it's a little bit worse than those, in my
Yeah, it's
opinion,
gonna
anyway.
be. Yeah, I'm gonna do a detailed comparison with them, and obviously Kling being the current champion, it's gonna be really hard for it, I think, to actually be able to beat them. Let's keep going. Here as well, you do see that floating above the ground.
Action!
The car driving sideways, of course. Yeah, look at this one, man. What did they do here? Oh.
That's why I said. That's why I said we need to watch the trailer on the podcast, because it's actually not as good, to say the least.
Exactly. Like a couple of other people that we're gonna watch in a minute, they did a better job. There we go, PIKA. So to bring it a little bit back, I did 7 AI video generators and I tested them all on the same image, the same prompt. And PIKA wasn't on the list because it wasn't good enough. And now with the 2.1, I can definitely see that they're good enough to get on the list. But the main issue I had before was really just the warping of the characters, the legs moving together or the arms kind of slapping into each other, the hands not moving so well. But we actually got some really, really good generations that I want to show as well that actually might be better than Kling. And that specifically goes for one of the things that I'm talking about specifically is just the movement and the weight of the human and their character intentions. Like, for example, if somebody grabs a Coke can, you kind of have the movement of grabbing it and taking it up and stuff. But that was incredibly hard for a bunch of AI video generators. Kling was actually one of the good ones. So let's keep that in mind while we watch through this here. Hey, by the way, if you like this video, click on subscribe. Also check out the full video over on our podcast channel. You can find that in the link in the description. Now, let's get back to it. So first off, really beautiful shot here. I love that it's able to kind of focus with the camera blur, that it's like on the previous frame, it like focusing on the neck, but now it's focusing and getting closer.
Freedom of information. It is a fundamental human right.
This is a great shot. This one moving really close.
I have to say, I'm impressed. Is that the video? Is that just made with PIKA 2.1?
Yeah, so this was
so.
made by Dave Clark, and its entire short is now created with PIKA Labs 2.1 and Midjourney.
Good job on that.
Yeah, right. We can actually even take off the sound itself. So here you see the eyes moving up. This is such a beautiful shot. I don't know how he got that, but this is something really hard with the consistency,
Yeah,
the
that must
eyes
have-
closing.
That must have cost a little of credits in PIKA too.
Yeah, just 100 generations to get this. And it seems like he generated this exact shot like 100 times and then picked between them as well. So besides, actually, that's all I wanted to show, that one shot there. But he did a really good generation here, Dave Clark. And I think he actually has a second one here as well. So he did a monkey generation where it is so sharp and crystal clear. PIKA was always quite good with these landscape shots or drone shots flying over. It was quite good at, but it was never so good at characters. So seeing that it has all these facial expressions and the blur or the wrinkles and the hair and the eyes, yeah, that is good. Yeah, that is pretty good. But this is, I feel, kind of easy mode for video generation. Like, hey, you generate this photo here and nothing is actually happening. So one of the things with AI video generation is that you got to get them to take an action, like grabbing your hand out, doing this thing, jumping in the air even. And AI video generation models aren't really good at that yet. We have another one here. So quick examples here. This one, he's zooming into the camera and revealing somebody on the ground. I think this shot is really good. Here as well, we have another monkey generation with all this blur and light leaks. You can see the character's eyes light up here and actually have a cool facial expression. And this one, we got a bunch of them. So he found like, or I don't know if he generated them himself, but yeah, I think he actually did. And here we have a couple of other generations as well, straight out of the... yeah, here we get the specific Luma problems. But it definitely is landing quite high when it comes to these characters. I actually quite like them with these generations of people.
Yeah,
but yeah, movement.
not bad at all.
Yeah, the movement and stuff, it really isn't great. It doesn't have any physics.
It
hasn't been trained on
wondering. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Is that? It doesn't say. Oh, here's what makes my image. Oh, it's image to video. Right. Okay. Because I was thinking, is that text to video or image to video? But it's actually image to video.
Yeah,
so a little bit easier, I guess, for models.
Yeah, and that's obviously my recommended workflow as well, to do image to video. So that's the only thing that I use. Oh, that is clear. Such a good shot. Here, sitting in the forest as well. Yeah, I actually really like it. Besides the movement, I do feel like they have a ghosty-ish movement. when it comes to the character creations part. What else can we say about what else can we say about PIKA? It looks quite good on these examples.
Yeah, the two main things that changed were the video quality. So we can now generate videos in 1080p with PIKA, and also they did a little bit of improvement with the facial features, and when characters talk and move maybe eyes around, there was a slight update when it comes to those, and those were like the two main changes with 2.1.
Yeah. And PIKA also has this like explode head type thing, and they also have like a bunch of other extra things that I saw.
Explode head.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, but you can add an image, and then they have like I think it's like a template or something like that has like its
I think that
master
was
prompt.
Yeah, I saw some of those. Then they had one more when they like had an object, right? When they like put the hands in and like squeeze it.
That's right. Yep,
Had that as
exactly
well.
that. Yeah, the squeezing thing, and then there was like some sort of transformation thing. They tried to make it a little bit special in that sense. But as far as I can tell, I do believe that PIKA 2.1 does not beat Kling personally. And I think it's because of the movements and the physics. You do see some of these weird generations. But I would say that it's quite in line with Runway and Sora currently in its current form. Like you can use this in many different, like if you would actually use these shots in your videos, I think many of them are quite good. But I also want to talk about how you can use it and how to get access. So we've seen a bunch of videos here, and the way that you get access is to go to pika.art. And you see here, PIKA 2.1 is here. And if you want to try, you can click on try now. And if you want to describe a story and click on try, you gotta pay. So yeah, it's at the low cost of $2.30 per week or $10 per month. If you pay yearly, it's around $100 per month, and this gives you 700 monthly credits. So yeah, I wish I could test it for free. They don't have any free model access to us. But yeah, if you like the videos that we saw here, it might be worth a try. Hey, so if you loved this clip, we actually have a full-length podcast that you can check out in the link in the description down below. A lot more to cover. All right, see you there.